Let the rhythm inspire you at the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival 2026. Pure Jazz. Tuesday, May 5th, Grammy-winning Esperanza Spalding. Then on Thursday, May 7th, Branford Marcellus Quartet. May 6th, Kingdom Night, Gospel Powerhouse Ty Tribbett. Ada AE. Then feel the rhythm at Caribbean Fusion. Friday, May 8th, featuring the original Wailers with Al Anderson. Skip Marley, Cast the Band. Imran Nerdy, Dexter Daps. World Beats. Saturday, May 9th, Afrobeat sensation Thames. Princess Lover, X-Man, Lou City, October 4, and Ella May. The ultimate celebration, Sunday, May 10th, featuring the legendary Billy Ocean. Beverly Knight, Mervyn Wilkinson, R&B icons Brandy and Monica. Online tickets available at stluciajazzandartsfestival.com.
Sunday, March 29th, 2026. The all-inclusive brunch. From you step in, mimosas upon entry. No waiting, just pour up. There will be lobster and plenty seafood. Everybody eating. Temperature on the inside will be turned up with DJ Innocent, DJ Bashi, and DJ Irvin. Non-stop vibes. Hello, Spring. Your all-inclusive $75 brunch. Dress in your spring colors and bring that big energy. 193 Vernon Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. March 29th, 2026.
Get pain relief fast with Frances Rub.
When the days get tough, rub it. Having back pains, rub it. The dog not well, rub it. COVID on you, rub it. If you have 4AD, rub it. For proper circulation, rub it. Stroke have you on a side, rub it. For all problems in life, rub it with Frances Rub. Or call 713-4162 or 489-3421. Nothing beats a good old Frances Rub. Located in the Vendors Arcade, booth 27B.
And now in VA4 on Girodi Street next to the post office.
Hear me out clear! On Saturday, April 18th, we're getting set to turn up and get lit inside Fluffy Jam. Fluffy Jam. It's the return of the man Rootsy.
And when you're riding west, giddy up.
And Gozele. Shh! Come witness for the very first time the collab between Rootsy and Gozele for the very first time on this one. Tickets $20. You pay more at the door. Music by DJ Sci-Fi and DJ Speedometer. Saturday, April 18. It's going down inside Mona Lounge on number 210 Tapscott Street, Brooklyn, New York. Fluffy Jam. Ladies, roll out from early as 8 p.m. and come turn up. Make sure you represent, cause this one here gone.
On Saturday, May 2nd, get ready for Chrissy's Classic White Tea Party, an afternoon of elegance and tradition. It's only $75, all inclusive. Music by DJ Smallboy, DJ Bashi, and DJ Speedometer. Dress code all white. Yeah, it's an all white event. Fascinators and elegant headpieces recommended. For more info, call 347-528-0589 or 646-234-8790. Chrissy's Annual Tea Party presents an all inclusive Classic White Tea Party, 3 p.m. Saturday, May 2nd. The venue, 650 Remsen Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11236. It's an all-inclusive event. Make sure you be there.
Hi, this is Aaron Henry, and I am inviting you to St. Lucia's National Day Committee Inc. Prayer Breakfast on Saturday, April the 18th, 2026. Hey, listen, I want you to come with a heart of prayer as we lift up the name of Jesus Christ. Hey, prayer breakfast 2026 is gonna be epic. See you there. Boom.
Love how we party, love how we fet. Pour out the bounty, everything set. Celebrate good friends and more. Let me see, tout moon, fair war. Love how the twin peaks rise to the top. Bounty, treasure, right non-stop. We love the spirit and we all have fun. Love that loose and rum.
Perfectly blended, smooth, the rum of the people. Experience the 6 flavors of bouncy rum, the spirit of St. Lucia.
Let the rhythm inspire you at the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival 2026. Pure Jazz. Tuesday, May 5th, Grammy-winning Esperanza Spalding. Then on Thursday, May 7th, Branford Marcellus Quartet. May 6th, Kingdom Night, Gospel Powerhouse Thai Tribet. Ada AE. Then feel the rhythm at Caribbean Fusion. Friday, May 8th, featuring the original Wailers with Al Anderson. Skip Marley, Cast the Band. Imran Nerdy, Dexter Daps. World Beats. Saturday, May 9th, Afrobeat sensation Thames. Princess Lover, X-Man, Lou City, October 4, and Ella May. The ultimate celebration, Sunday, May 10th, featuring the legendary Billy Ocean. Beverly Knight, Mervyn Wilkinson, R&B icons Brandy and Monica. Online tickets available at stluciajazzandartsfestival.com.
We want to say good night and welcome to another episode of Bouyon. Of course, I'm your guy, Peter D. And tonight I have a special guest with me. But before I introduce my guest, I want to say good night to everybody. I want to say welcome. I want to say please like and share the page. Tell a friend to tell a friend that Watch Radio is on. And we are here to, as usual, just celebrate St. Lucia, celebrate everything good that is going on. Tonight, I am so happy and so privileged to be in the same space, rather, same show with this great guy, this great young man, St. Lucian, of course. His name is Irvin. Is Loctar. I want to say welcome. I want to say welcome to our Bouyon show tonight. I want to say thank you, my brother, for giving me the opportunity to have a conversation with you. Thank you for gracing us and blessing us with your presence. So good night to you. And how are you doing tonight?
Well, I'm kind of hungry with all this Bouyon talk. You know,
I know, man.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
With all that, you know, the thing about you is you're very spontaneous. I've seen your performances. Sometimes you just do something that just relate to the audience or the crowd that you have, and you just do your vibe. So that just tells me or speak so much about the talent that you have. So welcome, good night, and welcome to the Bouyon Show. Before we get into deep conversation, you know, tell our audience a little bit about yourself. When people are asking, who's this young man? Tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
There's a lot about me. I was listening to some of your commercials, and one of those commercials, my voice is on there. All right. That's one part of what I do. I've been at this since I was 14. I'm 47 now, and I've been doing this for a while, either as a performer, and then when I was like 19, 20, I actually got into music production. And in 2001, I had my first opportunity to produce for an international artist, Mr. Vegas. And we did that song. We did a remix or a remake of Oh What a Night. Oh What a Night. We did that, and we did a couple of other songs and rhythms. and that literally officially started my production career, to say. And 2 years later, I produced for Nicole David. So we did the song Mate, um, Queen of this Jungle, Shoot Fly, Jabal, all of her songs, all of the great songs from Nicole David. I've been associated with them. And then in 2006, in 2005, I started Studio 758 with Penn, Tajushon Penn Joseph. In 2006, we recorded Ricky T with Container. In 2007, we did Pressure Boom, and that day it took off to another place. I've produced for a lot of Caribbean artists. Penn and myself have produced for a lot of Caribbean artists, including Marshall Montano, Kess, Benjai, um, Farmer Nappy, Zan, Patrice Roberts, a lot of artists. Even in Jamaica, Mr. Vegas, Busy Signal, Cecile, Capleton, Anthony B. A lot of artists have graced some of my instrumentals. And around the Caribbean, we have won at least, well, 6 soca monarchs in 6 different Caribbean countries. So we've done that. There's just so much. I have performed with Boo Hinkson. I think I started in 2003 or 2004. I've been performing with Boo Hinkson all over the world, including the White House when we did that visit to the White House in 2013, and a couple of other countries within that. And in 2019, we had a big concert in Taiwan. We performed for the Taiwan Festival, Taichung Festival in Taiwan. And of course, COVID hit after that. But inside of all of that, I have performed for jazz on my own in 2013, 2013, where I opened for the Jacksons and Genuine, 2016, where I opened for Kassav, and 2023, where I was the opening act for Sting. And I mean, all of those artists are legendary artists of mine. Oh, there's something I forgot. Wow. 2001, I was part of a band called Sojourn. And Sojourn, they are now called Blue Mango. But with Sojourn, I hit the stage with Teddyson John and Nadine Roberts. Wow. And we opened for Luther Vandross. Right? So, and within all of that, I've been blessed. I've been absolutely blessed to have all of these opportunities to perform on stage, all these opportunities to do songs for artists like Fayan, Bunji. I mean, the list goes on, and it's all of a blessing. It's really humbling that I'm remembering all of this to be able to spread, to share all of these stories with the world, knowing that not everybody gets an opportunity to do these things. Inside of all of that, I'm a father, I'm a husband. I'm part of a club in St. Lucia where we do a lot of charity work. We were not known for charity work until we started the Walk for a Cause. Walk for a Cause, where we pick a cause and we raise as much money as we can. I mean, it started with raising, I think, $25,000 for a surgery, and to date, I think the most that we have raised, I might be wrong, but the most that we have raised is $170,000 towards different causes. And every time we have a cause, we pick a cause captain, and everybody just puts in all of their effort to help out and see how much money we can raise. I'm also a co-owner of 2 radio stations in St. Lucia, Blazing FM and Rhythm FM. Like I said, I do commercials, so you hear my voice a lot on the radio and a lot of commercials. You just don't know it's me. So it's that bounty ad, the bounty ad that you played.
Right.
That's me. That's all me.
Okay, cool. I didn't even know that. It's just amazing, right? When you bring people on. I thought I knew a lot about you, and then I realized, man, you don't know half of the things that this guy has done or is doing.
Right.
So when I say that I feel blessed to have you in here, I feel so blessed. So you said you have your father and your husband. How many kids do you have? Do you mind me asking?
2.
You've got 2 kids. Boy and a girl?
Two girls.
Boys? Sorry?
2 girls.
Two girls. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. I myself, I'm a father as well. I have a boy and a girl. So let's talk a little bit about you, a little bit about. I know you've been away from the scene for a little bit. What brought you back, and let's talk a little bit about that. You've been away for a while. What led you back into the music fold? But we'll talk about that. But after we talk about that, I want to go back to some of the great things you've done, man, because there's so much I want to ask you and so many things I want to talk to you about. It's just mind blowing when I kind of heard the people you've worked with and the things you've done.
I wouldn't really say I was out of it because everything I do involves music. Everything I do involves music. So I was producing more than releasing songs. I was making songs for other people.
I got you.
That's kind of what it was. Just in the background, making music for other people, and trying to start other platforms, which I'm still trying to work on. But everything that I do involves music. What I did do was I took a back seat on performing for a little while. I guess that's when my first daughter was born. I took time to dedicate to family, but I was still involved in music. I was still producing music, but I was not performing as much. And came back in, I think, 2000. I guess after 2016, I decided to take it seriously again, and get myself on stage and get back into it. And with the producing, Studio 758 has been releasing albums and releasing songs from 2005, and then we took not necessarily a break, but we did not release as much from St. Lucia from 2014 or 15. I think 2014 was when Ezra won the Soca Monarch. I think that's what it was. Might be wrong, but I think that was what it was. So we produced Ezra with his Soca Monarch winning song, and then after that, I guess we were back into building up ourselves again, because you need to reinvent. You always need to reinvent ever so often, and slowly we'll be getting back into what the people would call dominating. I wouldn't call it that. I'm just saying we'd be coming back into releasing as many songs, as many genres of songs, groovy soca, and those eclectic type of stuff that we would do. But we're getting back into that slowly but surely. And also, I'm producing stuff for myself so that I can get back out there.
Very interesting. You indicated that you speak a lot about we, and I'm assuming you're talking about Studio 758. And is Studio 758 just you and Penn, or there are other people involved?
Studio 758 is Penn and myself. However, we're not selfish. So we would bring on writers every now and then. So DJ Iowa would be a writer. Some of the artists would help and collaborate and write. Even Dwayne Menz would help and write and give us ideas or give us concepts. So like, why did they do that? Why did they do this? However it is, but it's the saying, the old cliche: no man is an island.
Totally agree.
So you always need that outside perspective on what you're doing, so that you know that you're headed in the right direction.
Thank you for that. Let me just say good night to everybody who've joined us. I see we have quite a few people on. I want to say, guys, don't forget this is an interactive show. You're free to comment, ask a question if you want to. I will tell Ace what question you have, and then he'll attempt to answer it. Please be respectful. Again, would like you guys to like and share the page. Tell somebody to tell another person that we're on, and you're tuned to Watch Radio NYC. And of course, this is the Bouyon Talk Show. Let's talk a little bit about your music, about you as a person, you as a performer, because man, you got energy. I saw your performance. I look at your performance for Jazz 2023, where I think you opened. Was it for Sting? You opened?
Yes.
For Sting. That was another amazing performance, boy. Sweat coming down. You're doing your thing. You were spontaneous. You engaged the crowd. You dropped new music. I said new music, but you sang a little something in relation to the crowd, and stuff like that, which was absolutely amazing. But in terms of you stepping away from performing and now deciding now you want to come back into the fold, right? At what point or what made you realize, you know what, man, I'm missing this thing. I need to come back. What made you realize that?
It was actually after COVID. I kid you not. COVID was the worst time for everybody. We had just come from crazy. We had come 2019, end of the year. We came from Taiwan doing this massive concerts and stuff. And then in early 2020, that was with Bouyon. He had a performance in Tortola. This is early March, right? And we were not sure if we would make it back home because it was getting serious. And as the week we made it back home was the week that St. Lucia shut down, right? And that was absolutely depressing because I literally stopped singing, right? My wife is an essential worker, so she had to do whatever she had to do, and I got to spend so much more time with the kids. So I was spending time with the kids, and I literally stopped singing for from March until December, January. I did not sing. I didn't practice. I didn't sing, and I decided, at some point this St. is going to open back up again, so I need to make sure that I still have it. And when I started singing, I couldn't. I couldn't. My voice was not. I couldn't do what I usually was able to do. And I was like, wow. When you don't use it, you really lose it. And it took me literally the rest of that year to get back to where I used to be, almost to where I used to be. And then the next year, 2022, I started back going to the hotels to exercise these chords and make more music. And then the next year I got blessed with doing 2023 jazz.
Mm-hmm. It's really, and one of the things I love about the tourism authorities is that they allow or they give young and St. Lucians as well the ability or the platform to be able to showcase their talent, and I think that's an amazing thing about them, and I'm really, really, really happy about that. Let's talk about you being a producer. How do you find that in relation to being a songwriter and all of the great persons that you've worked with? How challenging have you found that being like a producer and listening to the music and helping them through those processes?
I actually prefer being a producer because, music production was a dream of mine.
Right.
And being in the background, making the product that people will most probably enjoy, or having your product affect people's emotions, whether it be making them cry or making them jump and wave and get that emotion. it feels like a superpower because I'm not the one on stage, but I'm the one in the studio doing what I do and seeing the artists translate that message to the people, and it actually seeing your work come to life. I love that part. I love that part.
Hmm. That's that's a great vibe because imagine you're the producer of something and then you're looking at that art and you're seeing the manifestation of what you've produced, how that translate to persons and you get the different reactions and different people feeling different vibe about the whole thing. So
Yeah.
that. Let's talk a little bit about your early days. How do you think that your sound has evolved since you started in your earlier years?
Ha! Well, the sound part of it, I guess, with upgraded equipment. Because if I show you pictures of my first studio, you'll be like, wow, it was like started from the bottom, really and truly.
Yeah.
I had the bottom of the bottom, and and I learned some tricks from my brother, who is a musician also, and he taught me how to sequence on a keyboard, and I started doing that, and then I worked on the ships for a little while, so I used some of that money to buy me some equipment. I bought a little Roland sampler, whatever I could afford at the time.
Right.
And it came to a point where he introduced me to a Jamaican solution, Jamaican solution. He's still still a great friend of mine. Courtney Taylor is his name, and he invited me to Courtney's apartment at the time. Courtney used to work for Sandals, and Courtney gave me a keyboard and a sampler, MPC sampler. He said, "Use this and impress me." All right, and of course, I did what I did, and he was impressed. And that was when my true lesson in music production started. And I grew from there. This is like 1997. So I spent the next 2 years trying to improve on everything I learned. I mean, Courtney attended Berkeley, School of Music. So whatever he learned, everything he learned, he taught me.
He taught you. Right.
Everything he learned, he taught me. And then he left in 2000, I think 1990, 2000, he left. He went to work for Third World on Steel Pulse on those bands. So I did not learn too much about the business of it. And I got my hard lesson after I produced a song for a producer named Derek Perkins. Derek Perkins is a Grammy Award winner for Stevie Wonder. He did the programming on For Your Love, right? And I did a couple of songs, and he bought those songs, and he gave me a contract. I signed the contract, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm in." And then probably a year and a half later, that's when I went to read the contract and realized that I signed my publishing away.
Oh wow.
Right? Yeah. That was a hard lesson I learned in 2000, 2001, 2002, about that time. And from then I understood there's a business part. It's not just producing the music and selling it or whatever it is. There is the copyright and the publishing and the rights and all that kind of stuff. So I took the time out from then to understand copyright and publishing. And that knowledge has absolutely helped me throughout the whole journey of this music business.
Wow. Let me ask you. Let's go back a little bit. Young man growing up doing your thing. Fast forward 2026. What makes Ace different now than he was 20 years ago?
I guess experience makes me different. I think I still have the same drive to be creative, to be original, to be authentic, to build a connection with the music. I think I still have all of these things. These things still make me happy. But the experience of knowing what mistakes I made back then and now, I mean, that is what's different.
Yeah, yeah. And let me ask you, are you experimenting with new styles or trying new things or you sticking to your roots right now?
No, I'm experimenting with everything. If you listen to my catalog, I have a very wide genre of songs. There's ballads in there, there's pop songs in there, there's reggae in there, there's contemporary music in there, there's dancehall in there. It's a pretty wide, pretty versatile catalog, I should say.
I think one of the things people will ask if they just listen to just your music, they'd wonder, right? Is this all his songs, or because there's so many variations, right? Like you just said, you do so many genres of music. Because just listening to you on the songs that you've sung, sometimes I'm listening, I'm like, is this an original, or was this done before and he's just redoing it? Do you know what I mean? So so again, it just talks a lot about your versatility, your ability to do stuff, you know, and how good you are doing what you do.
There are two songs that I did covers of. Sorry, Justin Bieber's Sorry, and Luther Vandross, So Amazing. Those are two covers that I redid. I did them in reggae form. But everything else is absolutely original. Everything else that I've released is original.
What being away, what did you learn from yourself as an individual? Like, you've been away, and what did you learn about yourself?
That music keeps me alive. Music keeps me happy. It does. Listen, I would have a headache. I would be ill. I would have a flu or whatever it is. And I get on stage, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with me until I get off stage. Wow. You understand? Wow. Everything goes away. It's I'm in a different place when I get on stage.
Wow.
Every fear I may have when I get on stage, it just goes away. I'm in a different space when I'm on stage.
What keep you motivated, man? What's the driving force behind you? Other than your love and passion for music.
That's what it is. It's the love of music. It really keeps me happy, and that's what I've noticed after COVID when I stopped singing. It's like I got depressed. Should I say I got depressed? Was it that? I wasn't happy. I was not happy, and then when I tried to start back singing, I realized there's certain notes that I couldn't hit. I was sad. So I had to get back to that place. And I enjoy teaching people. I enjoy giving people advice on how to approach this, whether it be the business part or the production part. That's something that I've always done and continue to do.
Yeah, thank you for that, man. Once again, I just want to inform everybody that this is, of course, the Bouyon Talk Show. I'm Peter D. And, of course, we have with us the man himself, Ace, the great, St. Lucian, performed in about three jazz festivals, I think it is. We're so privileged and fortunate to have him here with us. We'll take a short commercial break. It's when we come back, let's talk a little bit about your new song. Let's talk about where you see yourself and that kind of thing. I want to give people a chance to listen to your music. We're going to do that when we come back, but let's take a short commercial break. And then when we come back, we'll talk a little bit about you, your music, and that good stuff. Is that good for you, brother?
Yeah, man.
All right. Let's hear your voice again. St. Lucia Distillers.
Love how we party, love how we fit. Pour out out the bounty, everything set. Celebrate good friends and more. Let me see, tout moon, fair war. Love how the twin peaks rise to the top. Bounty, treasure, right non-stop. We love with spirit and we all have fun. Love that loose and rum.
Perfectly blended, smooth, the rum of the people. Experience the 6 flavors of bouncy rum, the spirit of St. Lucia.
Let the rhythm inspire you at the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival 2026. Pure Jazz. Tuesday, May 5th, Grammy-winning Esperanza Spalding. Then on Thursday, May 7th, Branford Marcellus Quartet. May 6th, Kingdom Night, Gospel Powerhouse Ty Tribbett. Ada AE. Then feel the rhythm at Caribbean Fusion. Friday, May 8th, featuring the original Wailers with Al Anderson. Skip Marley, Cass the Band. Imran Nerdy, Dexter Daps. World Beats. Saturday, May 9th, Afrobeat sensation Thames. Princess Lover, X-Man, Lou City, October 4, and Ella May. The ultimate celebration, Sunday, May 10th, featuring the legendary Billy Ocean. Beverly Knight, Mervyn Wilkinson, R&B icons Brandy and Monica. Online tickets available at stluciajazzandartsfestival.com.
Spring Sunday, March 29th, 2026. The all-inclusive brunch. From you step in, mimosas upon entry. No waiting, just pour up. There will be lobster and plenty seafood. Everybody eating. Temperature on the inside will be turned up with DJ Innocent, DJ Bashi, and DJ Irvin. Non-stop vibes. Hello Spring. Your all-inclusive $75 brunch. Dress in your spring colors and bring that big energy. 193 Vernon Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, March 29th, 2026.
Hear me out clear! On Saturday, April 18th, we're getting set to turn up and get lit inside Fluffy Jam. Fluffy Jam. It's the return of the man Rootsy.
And when you're riding west, giddy up.
And Gozele. Shh! Come witness for the very first time the collab between Rootsy and Gozele for the very first time on this one. Tickets $20. You pay more at the door. Music by DJ Sci-Fi and DJ Speedometer. Saturday, April 18. It's going down inside Mona Lounge on number 210 Tapscott Street, Brooklyn, New York. Fluffy Jam. Ladies, roll out from early as 8 p.m. and come turn up. Make sure you represent, cause this one here gone.
Thank you for not leaving us. Thank you for being and staying with us. Once again, this is, of course, the Bouyon Talk Show, and I'm with the man himself, Ace Loctar. Good night, brother. Thank you again for being on Watch Radio NYC and being on Bouyon Talk Show. You know, Ace, we have a lot to talk about, but I want to talk about your new release. But before we do that, if that's okay with you, I would like your permission to play that video. Is that okay?
By all means.
All right, brother. So we're going to do that. It's about 4 minutes long. We're going to play that and enjoy that music, and then when we come back, we'll talk about it a little bit, okay?
Yes.
Keeps
see your smile, girl, I know I gotta take my time with you. Thinking I could really share my life. I don't ever wanna fuss and fight. It's a blessing that it feels so right with you. You're the one that I love. You give me all of my love. You're the one that I love. It's you to the end of the earth. Give you all that I want. 'Cause you're the one that I love. It's you.
Oh wow, man! I had to let that song play in its entirety, man, brother. Honestly, another masterpiece. So tell us, what is the story behind the song?
The story behind this song. Everybody wants a story. Most of the songs I've written in my career have to do with love. Every side of love, right? The good and the bad. In the early days, I used to write a lot of heartbreak songs. Uh, and then my life changed.
All right, because I was about to say, boy, because you heartbroken so many times, but now it's
Well,
changed to the love part, right? You're married and everything else.
That's right. So I've seen the other side. So I write a lot about the good stuff. They still have all the sides of love, because you just never know where things might happen. But I say that to say the stories may or may not have a truth to it, because it's stories, right? And being a songwriter, you need to be able to write music that relates to people. So whether it be the good part of love, the bad part of love, the betrayal part of love, whatever it is, you need to be able to write songs that people can relate to. I think that's what I'm here for.
Totally agree, brother. Totally agree. But listening to your song, and you've played it so many times in your head, you've sung it, the lyrics, everything is in your head. What do you think that song, in terms of does the song reflect your growth? Does it reflect, how you are as a person, that new, and I'm talking just about that new music that you've put out there. Do you see growth in yourself when you listen to that song?
So the song is not necessarily about me. It literally is a story of love from my perspective, not necessarily from my life.
Right.
If you understand.
Yes.
So I can't internalize the song in that way and tell the story that's not about me in that way. But it's a story that I believe somebody can relate to. A lot of people can relate to. You're the one that I love. I give you all of my love. I understand how to do that.
I think I was looking at it from more the perspective of not from you personally in terms of your experience, but in terms of from your previous songs that you've done, and looking at that new song that you've just produced. In terms of musically, how do you think it when you evaluate it, or you to the other songs that you've done, how do you see it? Are you seeing it in par to par with them, or are you seeing it as being elevated from the other songs that you've done before, or you see them like kind of on the same scale, kind of?
I see them as kind of on the same scale. There are new sounds in there. There are new sounds in there. Some live instruments and stuff like that.
Right.
But I have done stuff like that in the past.
Right.
Like with the other reggae songs that I've done, they have been live instruments and stuff like that. I think that this is a fun song for me to sing, as opposed to the other types of reggae
Like a
that
hard,
I have
yeah,
sang. I think this is a fun type of song to
nice
sing.
and
'Cause,
easy kind of vibe.
I like how the greatest, in my opinion, to have ever done it. Um, oh my wow, how am I forgetting his name? Oh my gosh. Oh, won't you come a little closer? Barry Hammond. Wow. I love
That's
how
the man,
Barry
right?
Hammond, you know, I love how Barry Hammond delivers Lovers Rock. That's what they call it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I love how he delivers his songs in a type of story where he tells it and you can see yourself in embodying the song and singing that song to a girl. Right? So I kind of took that approach with this song so that somebody can take that song and make it their own
Their own.
to
Yeah.
whoever they're singing that song to.
I know.
But just let me sing it on behalf of you. Whatever.
I love that. I love that vibe. So all of us go through our drought period. We have our creativity, but sometimes we go through that process of not feeling the vibe of doing anything. But I don't want to talk about that aspect. But I want to talk about your creativity side. What really drives that creativity? What's the process like? How like to be thinking of those things, and how does that all the juices flow, to make you be able to put those lyrics on paper, man, and then actually sing that out and produce such a lovely piece of music.
It's an out of body experience. I write songs better for other people than for myself. So in 2011, I wrote a song for a girl named Shani, a musician girl named Shani, and it was a remake on answer to Egyptians. "Got me off your wall, yeah, put your arm-" So I did the female version of that for Shani, and we released that song, and then a Solution DJ from Connecticut came to Solution. He heard it, he's like, "Yo, I need this to go back, to Connecticut and play." And he did that, and then it got to New York, and it got to Jamaica, and it boosted up Egyptian's version of the song. And Egyptian just exploded, right? Egyptian's song exploded, and her version reached to France, and she got a call from some producers in France. So they said, "Hey, we want to produce you." And then she told them, "Well, I'm the one who write this song." It's like, "Okay, well, let him write this song, let him write this song, let him write this song." And every song I had written for her got her to the position where they wanted to sign her. They did sign her. They signed her to a 5-year publishing deal with Universal Records, France. And it was easier for me to write songs for her for the album than it is to write for myself.
Wow.
So I see it's like the stories again now. So I'll listen to what she says, listen to whatever story she's had, and I'll write something. I'll put some fiction in there, but I'll write it from her perspective per se. And I've done that with a few people in my life. So when I write these types of songs, I always tend to write stories that I believe people can relate to, which makes it easier for me to sing these songs.
Thank you for that. One of the things I ask a lot of persons who come on my show, because we have a lot of young people who are looking at us, who even looking towards us for inspiration to do things. And sometimes they feel challenged, or sometimes people say, don't go into that industry because it doesn't pay, or don't do this, or don't do that. So I want, from your side, your perspective, what advice would you give to a young person who's now contemplating music, who's thinking of writing their own songs and doing that kind of thing, maybe following the same kind of footsteps that you have followed? What advice do you give to them that will help them make it even better, or be a better version of what you've turned out to be, if that makes sense?
The advice, I think the most critical advice I'll give is to learn about publishing and copyright. No matter what you do in this music, you need to learn and understand publishing, and copyright. Because AI has turned things almost upside down.
Yeah.
And if you don't understand how to have ownership or shares in your own song, then the music business will eat you up. So understand publishing and copyright, and then you will understand how to make money off of the entertainment industry.
Oh man, and thank you for that. And I think that's a very, very good advice to young persons out there. I think in the age of AI, it has really, really taken over. And you know, sometimes you think of tasks that maybe was not even going to be an AI task, but AI has taken that over. And it's just amazing how these things have changed. Now you hear in terms of even the business world, how everything is about AI, AI, AI. And let me tell you, what you see there, trust me, it's priceless, man. It's really, really priceless. But what message do you leave with your fans and your supporters out there, man?
Support, you know, it's very interesting you ask me that question. I just came from a sports meet, right? It's called champ sports or whatever, a sports meet into schools basically. And to see the passion of the children when their school would be winning a race, it tugs on your heart to see these people take this with all their soul and cheer for their team and their school and stuff like that. And support for the industry or support for an artist is something that's really priceless to an artist. All artists want is that people truly support them. People truly give them a chance, right? To invite them into their computer space or invite them into their room, their listening space, and just give them a chance and listen to what they have to offer. It might make a connection that a bond that can change the perspective of an artist or make them not give up on what they're doing. So support for artists from all sectors, not just fans, but support for artists from all sectors is what makes artists successful, and that's very important.
You know, brother, I totally agree because even me and watch radio because we do stuff, you know, we sometimes, I was saying to you earlier in the show, that we do stuff at home and we try to collaborate with groups and try to also support, not just have events, but also collaborate with like underprivileged people and stuff. And it's always something where you want to do an event and you hoping and praying because people say, oh, we don't know who Watch Radio is, or we don't know this, or we don't know. And to kind of bring that message out there that, you know, we out there trying to help persons as well, but we also doing little shows like for example, like in July, we've always been, for the last 3 years, Watch Radio have been present in St. Lucia doing events, you know, and what we do, some of the money that we make from that, we actually plow it back into the community because like the Marion Home, like, you know, right now I'm actually talking and trying to adopt an orphanage in St. Lucia to try to give back. So these are some of the things that we try to do. The Lupus Association Home, we're working with them, just help them create their website. And we're doing all of those little things, you know. So, you know, like when we do stuff back home, like we, like July 12th, we're doing, let me just, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna share this flyer while we speak. July 12th, we're doing this event in St. Lucia where, you know, part of the proceeds for that is going to go back to help persons who or organizations who are underprivileged and who's looking for help. And you know, support, like you said, support is important, and we always ask for that support from persons. You know, all good things must come to an end, man, and so must Bouyon. But before we go, I have some questions, the fire kind of questions I want to ask you. You know, those rapid fire questions. So tell me, studio or stage?
Stage.
Stage. So you're back to perform. So you're back to
Back to
performing.
performing. Yeah. I'm back.
A few years ago it was studio. Now it's stage.
Yes.
Bouyon, soca, or R&B?
Woo! Wow.
All three?
Bouyon.
Bouyon. All right, Bouyon. All right. One artist you'd love to collaborate with?
One?
Just one. Just one. Just one.
Old school, new school?
Just one. Anyone. You choose, man.
My goodness. Thames.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I have my African trip and all that.
I see that. Favorite St. Lucian vibe? Beach party, the beach, the party, what is it? Soca fete, a jam session. Favorite vibe, St. Lucian?
I'm a grown man at the beach.
The beach.
Yeah.
All right. One word to describe your comeback. In performing that is, because you've never left the music vibe.
Extraordinary.
What's it?
Extraordinary.
All right. Let me tell you, man, I want to thank you. I look forward to us having some really meaningful conversations. I think I enjoy our conversation, man. I look forward to inviting you on Bouyon again, and maybe even inviting you to share the stage with us on one of our events. That would be amazing, just to even have you as a guest, and just bless us with your presence. So
and actually having Bouyon.
And actually having some locally made bouillon. You have to tell me your preference of meat, brother. You have to tell me your preference of meat, right? What meat you like in your bouillon, or if you like all kind of meat in your bouillon, it's up to you, brother. It's up to you.
I will let you know.
You let me know.
I will let you know. Maybe, hopefully, I might be in New York in the summer after Carnival.
After Carnival. But I'll tell you what, we'll do one better, man. We'll do one better. I'm extending an official invitation to you to Sunblaze 2026. Me and you're going to talk, but I am going to be in St. Lucia in July.
Okay.
So we'll definitely link up. I'm extending an invitation to you as my guest. At Sunblaze 2026, brother. We'll talk. But before you go, normally I like to have the last word, but before we leave, I want you to, anything you'd like to tell the audience out there, feel free to do so now, man.
The audience out there, if you're watching the screen right now, watch radio, Irvin Ace Loctar, it's spelled correctly, that's my name. Every platform that exists, if you look for Irvin Ace Loctar, that's me. There is nobody else with that combination of names in the world. I've checked. I keep on checking every
Confident
day.
guy.
There is nobody else
Okay.
who's named Irvin Ace Loctar. So it will be me, whether good or bad, it will be me. And support the music. Play the music. If you want to buy the music, get onto Bandcamp and buy the music. If you want to stream the music, go onto the streaming platforms, the YouTubes, SoundClouds, Spotify, all of it, and stream the music. And if you want to invest, you can always hit me up. Like I said, everything that I do involves music, and I'm trying to work on a platform that can really change the scope of music in the Caribbean and from the Caribbean. So if you have a couple of dollars out there that you want to invest in, hit me up, and we can talk business.
All right. Well, good vibe. You've heard it from the man himself. Don't forget, this is, of course, Ace. Man, nice meeting you, brother. Nice chatting. Nice having a conversation. I look forward to having some more conversations. And you just said something interesting there. So maybe we come on board and we talk a little bit about that platform and what you're looking at doing. And maybe kind of sell it to the people out there so that at least they're aware of what you're doing and the plans.
Right.
Because people are not going to invest unless they know what they're investing in, right?
Of course.
Right. So anyway, man, thank you so much for being on Bouyon. I want to say to everybody who've joined us, I want to say a big thank you. People were listening. They were quiet tonight. They were listening. So I hope that they'll heard what you said. Support the music.
Yeah, man, that's what it
support
takes.
the things that we do in St. Lucia. Watch Radio, we have free events coming up in St. Lucia. We have something on May 31st. We have Grown On Section, that's a boat ride taking place. Then we have, in July, we have Sunblaze, which is a breakfast fete, which is taking place on the 12th of July from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And on July the 17th, we have something called Mao, which is kind of that idea in the southern part of the island, which is that kind of idea where you escape from work, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, you go and have some drinks and cool out with your partners, have something to eat and just talk some crap or talk some nonsense. You know what I mean? Nothing serious, just enjoy yourself and stuff. So we have these things coming up in July, and of course, as people may know, in December we have our signature boat ride called Country on the Water that we do we've done it for the last 3 years, that we do in St. Lucia, Country on the Water. We do have one in New York as well that we do. So once again, I want to say thank you guys. I will see you all in St. Lucia at sometime in July when I get here. But again, Ace, I want to say, man, thank you for being here. Thank you so very much for being on. There's so much I would love to talk to you about because you've said so many things there, man, that I'm so interested in. So definitely we'll set some time to chat. Once again, thank you. I want to thank everybody who've joined us. I want to say good night and goodbye. See you guys next week as we do our Bouyon Talk Show. We're going to be looking at some amazing women as we celebrate International Women's Month. I'm going to have a crew of some amazing ladies so we can have a conversation. Once again, good night and thank you. Thank you so very much, man. Thank you.
Thank you.